Hello students, welcome back to my channel Spark Virtual Academy. And in today's lecture, I'm going to teach you mathematics, and that is the mathematics of 10th class, the matriculation, and we are going to learn the exercise 2.8. In exercise 2.8, we have a question that is if y is equals to under root 5 minus 2, then we have to determine these four things here. So the complete exercise lies on these four problems only. We will use just two formulas in this exercise. Number one formula is the perfect square and the other formula is the difference of two square. I'm going to teach you those two formulas as well in these problems. So here we have four things to determine. Number one is we have to determine a linear term that is y plus 1 upon y. And then we have to determine the second term that is also the linear term and it is y minus 1 upon y. The third thing that we have to determine is y square plus 1 upon y square. That is the square, the quadratic term, but we have to determine it, and there is plus between these two squares. And the last one is y square minus 1 upon y square. That is the difference between two squares that we have to determine. We will learn the procedure to solve the four problems in a single way. So this is the first thing that we have to determine, the second, the third, and the fourth thing. We have written down the solutions there. And then, if you can see here, the y is equals to under root 5 minus 2. So first of all, we have to find out 1 upon y. So we would write down this 1 as same. And then we are going to write down the value of y, that is under root 5 and minus 2. Since there is the radical sign in the under root, so it will be very hard if we add these both y and 1 upon y. If we add their values, it will be hard to simplify those. So what we are going to do, as the denominator consists of the radical, so we have to rationalize it by their conjugates. So in simple words, we can write down that rationalize by this 1 upon under root 5 minus 2 with this conjugate. So it will be 1 upon y is equals to 1 upon under root 5 minus 2, and there is multiplied by under root 5 plus 2 and divided by under root 5 plus 2. After writing down these in the multiplication and division, then you have to multiply these in the straight way. Like you can multiply these both and these both together, means you have to multiply numerator with the numerators and the denominators with the denominators. So if we multiply those, if 1 is multiplied with these both, the answer will be same. 1 into under 5 plus plus plus, and 1 into 2, it becomes 2. And in the denominators, we have two different terms here, under root 5 minus 2, under root 5 plus 2. If you note down, the first term is equals to the first term, and the second term is also equal to the second term, and there is the difference of the signs. So we can multiply these both by the difference of two squares directly. So under root 5 into under root 5 is equals to 5, and minus plus is equals to minus, and 2 times 2 is 4. You should note down that if two radical signs are multiplied with each other like this, under root 5 into under root 5, so it will be 5 into 5 into the single under root, and then a pair is taken out like this. 5 is square and the power is 1 upon 2, so 2 is cancelled and the answer is 5. So that's why we just did it directly. Under root 5 into under root 5 is equals to 5. Now in the denominators, if we subtract 5 out of 4, 1 is remaining, and we won't write down the 1 in the denominators, it is understood. So 1 upon y will be equal to under root 5 upon 2 divided by 1. So it's understood, so we do not write down this 1 in the denominators. Now this is the value of 1 upon y. This is the value of 1 upon y, and this is the value that is given of y. Now we have to solve these 4 steps one by one. The first step, we have to add these both values. In the second step, we have to subtract these both values together. So let's add these both values first. So we are determining y plus 1 upon y at the initial stage. So here you are going to write down the value of y, that is under root 5 and minus 2. Then you have to write down addition, the symbol of the addition in the between and them. This is the value of y, and then you have to write down the value of 1 upon y, that is equals to under root 5 plus 2. Now when you will solve this bracket, you will get the answer under root 5 minus 2 plus plus plus, and this is under root 5, and then plus plus plus, and it is 2. As you can see there, 2 is in plus and this 2 is in minus, so they both will be cancelled. And here now you have two values, that is under root 5 and under root 5. So they are two values, one under root 5 and second under root 5. Whenever two radicals are added, their coefficients are added. So its coefficient is 1 and its coefficient is 1, it becomes 2. 2 under root 5. So this is your answer number 1. Y plus 1 upon y is equals to 2 under root 5. This is your answer number 1. In the next stage, we are going to subtract these both values together. Let's see here how we are going to subtract these. You have to write down the value of y, that is under root 5 minus 2. Then you have to write down subtract and then under root 5 plus 2. Now this subtraction, this sign of the difference is multiplied with these both, with under root 5 as well as 2. So your answer would be under root 5 minus 2. Now minus plus becomes minus, minus under root 5, and minus plus becomes minus 2. Now as you can see there, now this under root 5 is a negative sign and this under root 5 is positive sign. So they both will be cancelled. The remainings are here minus 2 and minus 2. Since they both have the same symbol, so the answer will be in minus. And since they both have the same symbols, so they will be added. So 2 and 2 becomes minus 4 here. So the answer of y minus 1 upon y is equal to minus 4. So as you can see here, that is the answer number 2. Okay, so the answer number 1, addition of the both y plus 1 upon y, it is equals to 2 under root 5. And the subtraction y minus y, it is equals to the minus 4, and we have given the equations, the two numbers. Now we are moving towards the third number question, that is the square, and the plus sign is in between them. So if there is the plus between the two squares, then we have to use the perfect square. As we know that the formula for the perfect square is a plus b whole square, and that is always equals to a square plus b square and plus 2ab. So you can take any linear term out of these two equations, either the plus 1 or the minus 1, and then you are going to square the both sides of this linear equation. Let's check this. Y plus 1 upon y is equals to 2 under root 5. Just square it on the both sides. So if you square it on the both sides, here when you are solving this y plus 1 upon y, you are going to apply this formula, the formula of the perfect square. Here a is equals to y and b is equals to 1 upon y. Even you can mention this in the rough work as well. A is equals to y and b is equals to 1 upon y. Now wherever in this formula a comes, you have to write down y, and wherever b comes, you have to write down 1 upon y. So your answer will be square of first plus square of last plus twice of first and last is equals to, and then you have to solve this square, that the square is on 2 as well as on the under root 5. So the square of 2 becomes 4, and you have to give the bracket here, because this 2 and this under root 5, they both are multiplied with each other. Now the square of under root 5 is 5. Now let's solve it. Now this y is in division and this y is in multiplication. So they both are cancelled here, and 1 is there. So the remainings are y square plus 1 upon y square. Now this 2, and on the numerators you can see here this 2, 1 and 1 is remaining. So 2 times 1 is 2, and in the denominator only 1 will be remaining, and we are not going to write down the denominator as 1. It is understood is equals to, and on the right hand side we have 4 into 5, that is equals to 20. Since we require y square plus 1 upon y square, so this term will remain on the left hand side, and we have to shift this 2 onto the other hand side. Since this 2 is in addition, and when it will be shifted on the other side, its sign will be opposite. It will be changed. So here you have y square plus 1 upon y square, and it is equals to 20 minus 2, and the answer is 18. So this is your answer number 3. The square of y square and plus 1 upon y square, when we solve it by using the perfect square, we get the answer is equals to 18. Now the fourth number question, that is, we have to determine the difference of the two squares here, y square minus 1 upon y square. Since we know by the formula of dots, there is the difference of two squares. It is always equals to a square minus b square is equals to a minus b and a plus b. It means we have two brackets here. The first one will be in the negative sign, and the other one will be in the plus sign. If these both brackets are multiplied, the answer is this, the difference of the two squares. Now again we have to suppose that here we have the terms y and 1 upon y. So a is equals to y and b is equals to 1 upon y. Wherever a comes, we have to put y, and wherever b comes, we have to put 1 upon y. So let's put here, it will be y square plus 1 upon y square is equals to y minus 1 upon y bracket, and then y plus 1 upon y. So since we have determined the values of y minus 1 upon y in equation number 2, as you can see here, it is minus 4, and the value of y plus 1 upon y in equation number 1, which was equals to 2 under root 5. So we are going to use these both equations into this equation. So it's better to write down here, put the values from equation number 2 and equation number 1, and then we will get the answer. So here it will be y square minus 1 upon y square is equals to, now this y minus 1 upon y, it is equals to the minus 4. So you will write down minus 4, and then y plus 1 upon y, it is equals to 2 under root 5. You will write down 2 under root 5. Now since they both are multiplied with each other, so you are going to multiply those. Now these symbols, this is in positive and this negative, and this is in positive. So minus plus will become minus, and this 4 will be multiplied with this coefficient. Now 4 times 2 is 8, and under root 5 is same. So this is your answer number 4. I hope you learned the way that how to solve this exercise. Now let me just give you a hint. First of all, you have to determine 1 upon y. You have to solve it by doing the rationalize of their conjugates, and when 1 upon y is determined, then you have to add the both, and then you have to subtract the both. Now all the 4 questions do not come in the single question. They are always divided. Either they will ask you to find out y plus 1 upon y, this one, and then they will ask you to determine this y square plus 1 upon y square. So if these both are given, then you are not going to solve these both. You will just find out y plus 1 upon y, and then you are just going to do the squaring on the both sides, and you will get this answer. But if y square minus 1 upon y square is asked, then you have to determine these both steps at the start. Even if it is not asked to determine these both, but you have to determine these both, because in y square minus 1 upon y square, they both will be used. I hope you learned the use of the perfect square as well as the use of the difference of two square in this exercise number 2.8. So till the next lecture, see you and bye bye.